Hi everybody, welcome back to Lake Eaton, public campground and day use area. It is day 2. Today we're going to do the site tour and we're going to just have some camp life. Look around the park, show you what's what, check out the day use area and the beach. And hunker down because I heard there's some rain coming tonight into Thursday. Thursday is going to be a big rain day, so we'll see what happens. Alright, thanks for stopping by. Let's get going with day 2. It's 7:01 on day 2. We're at Eaton Lake in the Adirondacks. It's a beautiful autumn morning. The colors are just beautiful up here. A perfect autumn morning. Coffee's on. Let's go get a cup. Good morning, everybody. We're going to wake up and get ready to do the site tour. Good morning, everybody. It's just before 7:30 on day 2. We're making breakfast on this steak stove. We're going to get the fire started and make a couple of eggs for an egg sandwich. This breakfast on day 2. 2 eggs fried with some cheddar. Cooked over a stick stove. On a beautiful autumn morning in the Adirondacks. This one on the right is 32. Another pretty one. Check out site number 80. It goes deep way back to the water. Very nice. Number 93. Oh, 93 goes all the way down there. It's kind of like a walk-in site. I like it. I'm going to put a star on this one. Might be a bit of a challenge bringing the gear down, but be worth it. It's got a little private beach. How nice. It looks sandy. Wow, isn't this beautiful? Outstanding. Very nice site, even with the walk-in. Definitely number 83 gets nominated. 31 is going to get a star just for being the last in the line. You have no traffic. You're right on the lake. It's big and flat. Got all that room to play with too. So yeah, this one is definitely getting nominated for a gold star. It is absolutely beautiful. Good, beautiful moss. Great view of the lake through the autumn leaves. Site 31 at Lake EATON Campground near Long Lake. That's the nearest town. It is the height of the autumn season. The leaves are at their peak color. Very pretty. We're down the road at Site 40. Nothing as nice as this. Good morning, everybody. It's 9 o'clock on day 2. I just finished the site tour of Lake EATON Campground. Basically, I'm parked right here on Site 40. I did a drive tour down the lakeside to the day use area where I parked. Then I walked through this section up until number 135, which is the last one, and then I headed back towards the day use area where I continued the site tour down the opposite side of the street, opposite the lake, and came back to camp and sat down again. It took me less than an hour. I did check out the day use area for a little while. It's pretty cool. I do need to go up to the office and check in yet. And there's a trailhead up there to go see. And I need to walk this area up here. There's also a trailhead in the corner as well. So I'm not quite done with the tour yet, but mostly done. But very nice campground here at Lake EATON. Like I was saying during the tour, it's a bit noisy here because we're right by Long Lake, which is a big town. Lots of trucks going down Route 30, which is running right here. Been hearing noise from that since about 4:30 this morning. It's not terrible. I mean, I live by JFK, so it really doesn't bother me. Alright. That's our report. Just having a second cup and some donut holes. And I'm listening to the radio, catching the weather report. You're so well behaved. Yeah. My dog will be jumping out the window looking for food. Campsite entrance via Big Brook, Indian Road, Owl's Head Mountain. I can't read the last one. It's about 5 minutes to 10 on day 2. Just gonna take a stroll in the woods. So I noted earlier I saw the no motorboat sign over by the day use area, but I was incorrect in assuming that there were no motorized boats allowed in the lake. Just no motorized boats allowed on the beach. This is not all owned by the DEC. The public campground is around to the left, around this bend. Now there is a hiking trail that takes you out of the park and onto some other hiking trails. I'll put the names up on the screen here, rather not say them incorrectly. I'm going to take it easy today. It's day 2. We finished the site tour. I did some of it with the camera mounted to the car. I parked the car over by the day use area and I walked through the ones that I couldn't easily get from the car. So it should work out pretty well. There are 135 sites here and we got them all. I saw some that were absolutely spectacular. We're at the far end of the camp, far away from the entrance, so it's kind of quiet down here. And I like it. You know, it's really a nice place. The only noise that we have here is from the road, which is not too bad, you know. And relatively speaking, I'm a city boy, so a little bit of road noise isn't going to ruin my trip. Oh, I'm seeing a little bushcraft structure up ahead. Let's go check it out. And you just have to love all this moss. Trying not to step on too much. Stepping on the brown spots versus the live spots. Now, what do we have here? Someone put some time and effort into this. That's a lot of work. Putting all this together. I'm not sure if this must have something to do with the fire. Now, people have mixed feelings about this. You know, if you're gonna put together something like this in pristine woods, some people would argue you should take it down when you leave and scatter the little sticks and logs that you used, not to leave it like this. We're not that far into the back country here. We're in the back end of a campground, so I think we could make an exception to the rule. It was cool to see it. It's not really hurting anybody. And I guess if you were back here and got caught in some rain, you might be grateful for it. I could throw my tarp over one of those sides and shelter until the rain stopped. Look at the moss on that log. That is absolutely cool. The forest reclaims what belongs to her, no matter how hard we try to stop it. Another little place to look at the lake down here. Can never say it strongly enough, but wow, so beautiful. It really is a great time to be here. It's rare to be able to time this so well, to be here when the colors are just getting close to peak, and it hasn't gotten too cold to camp. It's a nice combination. September can get cold up here. I think the record cold temperature here was way back in the 20s, and that was in the 20 degrees, 29 degrees I think it might have been. The record high only goes back to 2017, which was in the 80s, as I recall. I was just listening to the radio this morning on the weather band, trying to get an idea of what the weather's going to be like. Today, this is about as good as today is going to get. We may get some showers this evening, thunderstorms overnight. And today is Wednesday. Tomorrow, Thursday, is going to be pretty much a rain day. Now, I don't call it a wash because it's just a rain day. That's why we invented tents and canopies. I may batten down the hatches a little bit when we get back to camp and put a couple of extra lines on just in case it gets windy. Maybe an extra tarp up by the fire so I can sit by the campfire even if it is raining. Well, we've explored what we came here to see. Beautiful scenic overlook it was. Let's make our way back to camp. I do believe this is the way out. It was a big boulder that I passed by. Yeah, there it is. Remember to try to keep note when you're walking through the woods of some physical features. I've been lost in the woods before. That's not the worst thing that can happen to you. I mean, here the lake is right there, so I could just follow the edge of the lake back to my campsite if I had to, but I have been lost before. I got thrown off my trail by a tree and made me detour around, and I picked up on a different trail. It was still going to the same place. It was just 3 or 4 times longer than I was expecting. And you know, panic sets in. Heart starts to race. I'll be honest with you, some strange things do happen to you when your mind becomes active like that. It's more than I understand, but I probably would be better off not getting into it. But I did see things that maybe today I don't believe I saw. I'm just not sure. What I don't understand about the human brain can fill an encyclopedia. You know, this is a hiking trail. Maybe I'll do a hike in the rain tomorrow if it's not too bad. But for now, we're gonna head back to camp. Just enjoy. Batten down the hatches. I did get some firewood from a firewood truck. Came through the campground about an hour ago. $8 a bundle, delivered to my campsite. It's a bargain. Hit a beautiful German Shepherd. Out of the woods, back into the campground. Now when it rains, we should be able to sit by the fire. Okay, it is 11:17 on day 2. Just listening to the weather, and some rain's coming in tonight. Maybe thunderstorms this evening, and rain all day on Thursday. So I took some time and I put up a tarp lean-to in front of the fire, and I put in some additional guy lines coming off all the tents. Now we have plenty of security in the wind. Got the radio on. Listen to some local news. Extra guy lines. Extra guy lines. So we've done what we can do. And not calling for any specifically heavy winds, but better to be safe than sorry. Okay, everybody, welcome back. It is 6 minutes to noon, and I've started my fire so we can cook lunch. I've got some kindling burning right here and one piece of fat wood. So, let's see, this piece looks good and dry. Get that one on there. We'll get a nice ash pile going, and we've got a couple of hamburgers to cook for lunch. And I'm thinking of a nice can of beans to go with it. Sounds good. I always like to pile the wood up here. It protects from the wind and any bit of rain that we might get. And it dries out the wood as I use it. I'll be getting my grill out next. And some food. Thanks everybody. We are still here. Oh, sorry about that. Ran out of battery power. Well, let me take off in front of the fire again. So we got the fire ready for lunch. We are still here at Lake Eaton in Long Lake, New York. And it's lunchtime. We're gonna break out the grill and cook a couple of burgers. Maybe a can of beans. Sounds good. A beautiful autumn day in the Adirondacks. Thanks for being here, everybody. If you're new to the channel, please give us a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And of course, if you want to help the channel grow, the best way to do it is to subscribe. It really, really helps the channel to grow. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back. Those are two of the best cheeseburgers I had all day. I quit. I'm full. It's about 1:47. Thanks for watching, everybody. And I gotta clean up lunch and get ready for the rain. It feels like it's getting closer and closer to raining. So, we're all ready. I want to do my dishes, get on some dry clothes, break up my rain gear, and get a good fire going, so we can enjoy the rainy afternoon. It is 12 minutes after 3 o'clock on day 2, and I'm basically waiting for the rain. The clouds are getting a bit grayer and the wind is picking up. I've got a nice little campfire going just to take the edge off the chill. A few people have moved in, a couple of RVs pulled in behind me. People walking dogs, got the radio on, listening to music. A real nice day, a beautiful autumn day. In a little while I'm going to take a walk back up to the front office so I can finally check in. They're open between 4 and 5 o'clock. So I've got about 45 minutes to kill. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy the fire. The wind has definitely picked up. It's fully gray across the lake. I'm over here in this very natural area. There's a lot of little wildlife, some ducks, the usual chipmunks and red squirrels. I heard one loon when I first got here, and I haven't heard him since. But as autumn camp trips go, it's really not bad at all. I would say temperatures firmly in the upper 60s, maybe 70. Humidity's up. I could feel that. Bad hair day. And we're coming upon the day use area. Across the street. Got a little volleyball court. Site number 6 is an ADA compliant site. We'll take notice. They have a very small gravel. Makes it easier to roll on. There is an extended table, so wheelchairs can fit underneath it. I don't know why all tables aren't like this. It can't cost that much more. And this is an ADA compliant metal fire pit. the 2 layers to prevent people from burning their legs when they have issues with sensitivity. They can't feel. Now, is this to stop the cars from rolling in, or the wheelchairs are rolling out? I guess maybe a little bit of both. Well done, DEC, though. Very nice ADA compliant site. Very nice. Now, this is day use. We're underneath a canopy of pine. The ground's covered with pine needles. Plenty of nice picnic tables. Nice sandy beach. Now, the way this has been described to me on the internet is that it's shallow and it goes out, the sand goes out quite a while. And it's supposed to be very nice. This is the view of the lake from the day use area at Lake EATON Campground near Long Lake, New York, up in the Adirondacks. Look at these beautiful trees. These are probably old rental canoes and kayaks. Not the quietest of campgrounds. You can probably hear the trucks rolling by. It's Route 30. It's a busy route. They've been rolling since about 4:30 this morning. I've been hearing them. But, you know, what are you going to do? We need truckers. We need supplies. No motorized boats here, I like to see. Nothing worse than sitting down listening for the loons at night and all you hear is a jet ski buzzing by. Okay. That's where we are. Hi. Quack quack. Is this your lake, huh? Is this your lake? It's beautiful. I'm just here to visit. I won't be staying, don't worry. Get a nice place to do some hunting. Bet there's good fishing in here. Huh? Yeah. The water just rolls right off your back, doesn't it? A beautiful duck. Thanks for the happy welcome. We're camping over there. The main shower house at EATON Lake. Flush toilets, bench seats, curtains, and dressing rooms. Very nice. Very clean. Well kept as always. I'm never surprised with how well they keep the facilities at the EC campground. It's always good. Okay, that's that. It's the recycle center. Very nice. A nice area to do your dishes. Cans and bottles separated. All right. Very well organized. Nice job. Hi everybody, it is just past 5 o'clock on day 2 and I have dinner on. I've got a nice chicken breast on the fire, just getting started with some corn, and I'm going to be making some chicken flavored rice from Nor's. So I'm in no hurry to start these two because this chicken's going to be cooking for quite a while. The weather has changed for the better. The wind died down. Sky brightened up a little bit. Who knows? Maybe it'll still be nice. I did go down to the main office and I checked in finally. And when I mentioned the weather and that we're supposed to get some thunderstorms tonight, the caretaker who was at the gatehouse said, I don't think so. So I'll take her word for it. Let's see what happens. I like the sound of that. Alright, that chicken's got to cook for quite a while, so we're in no hurry. Low and slow is the name of the game with a nice piece of chicken like that. It's just a skin burn, it'll be fine. Okay, without showing you my watch, it's 14 minutes after 6 o'clock on day 1. Dinner is done. I have a beautiful chicken breast. Don't let the charring fool you. It's perfectly done on the inside. I just burned the skin off, which gets rid of a lot of the fat, makes it a bit healthier, I think. I don't know, makes it tastier anyway. I've got some chicken flavored rice from Nora's, and I've got some cream corn using my titanium double wall bowls so I don't burn my hands, and my serving platter to eat on. That's going to be a good dinner. Best dinner for the trip. Bon appetit. Thanks for joining me, everybody, for my supper on day 2. It was a busy day. I need some time to rest tonight, get a good night's sleep. Tomorrow's going to be a rain-filled day, so we'll probably go out and take a ride, go check out Long Lake, and make the best of a rainy day. All right, that's it for now. I'll get back to you when we're done with dinner. I'll show you how it turned out. Thanks for being here. I'll be back. Oh my, that was really, really good. I did some pretty good damage to the piece of chicken. I couldn't eat all the rice. That was quite a bit of rice. And I finished off all my corn. Wow, that was good. Okay, time to get cleaned up. We don't want to be attracting any bears. Get a pot of coffee going. That sounds good. Got a nice fire going already. Well, that does it for dinner. Thanks everybody for joining me. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. And if you'd like to help the channel to grow, don't forget to subscribe. It truly is the best way to help the channel. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you being here.